Alright, so no introductions or outros because just in case, if you want to, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and comment if you want to. Anyways, before to begin, let me just make this abundantly, absolutely, positively, and absolutely, extremely, abhorrently, not even abhorrently, but you get what I'm saying. Let me be crystal clear, capiche, 100%, 100 billion% authentic with you guys before I even start this. I'm not trying to put any hatred or any sort of bullshit animosity or freaking attacks, physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, or trying to dox or DDoS or any of this shit or hack anyone that's part of the LGBTQIA plus community, specifically the transgender community. I'm not trying to freaking put any hate speech out there, YouTube algorithm, or anyone specifically, especially transgender. I'm not saying every single transgender person is a freaking diddler or a freaking a grapist or any of that other shit. I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus. I'm not trying to promote hate speech. I'm not trying to promote this. I'm not trying to promote that. And if any of you guys know, you've known on my channel for over several years, you know where I stand. I don't really get into politics. I lightly talked about this in my last video before I did my other 3 reaction videos the other day. But by the time you guys see that, that'll be last month because we're at the end of the month, July 31st. So by the time you guys see this, it'll be just August 2nd or 3rd. I don't know when. But, like I said before, I'll say it again. Not trying to attack anybody on this, but somebody that keeps messing around with little children and little kids and trying to, like, allegedly groom freaking minors like this, that is an absolutely disgusting piece of crap. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Arab, Middle Eastern, LGBTQIA plus community, gender, non-binary, any of that stuff under the sun, Native American even, or Arab even, Middle Eastern, any of that other shit. There's good and bad in every single little group of community, wherever you are. And somebody that grew up in a very strict religious household would be an evangelical Christian for a lot of my childhood, my 90s, 2000s, kids' days, and mid-late 2000s, teen years, before 2010, or late 2009 when I finally moved out of my parents' place. I can tell you for an absolute straight fucking fact. There's even some Christian evangelicals I remember so much in my teen years. Some of them, they weren't living for God or Jesus. Some of them, they used to cuss, use profanity, watch porn, watch corn and any of that shit. Old school adult porn. Like MILF shit or whatever. I'm not talking about the other degeneracy shit porn out there. Not even hentai or sentai or anything. So let me just get that out the way real quick. Not throwing targets at anyone. Not telling you to attack Mr.Beast or his friend Chucky or any of this shit. Oh, I even heard about this other thing. Update video. My boy Kry Tyson. I'll do this on another one, speaking of which, because one of his cameramen, unfortunately, found out he was talking to underage minors and playing around with them in a way they shouldn't have been talking about adult sexually suggestive crap. I know there was an update to this too, from 3 days ago, I know, but this one was from Sportskeeda. Does Mr.Beast fake his videos with recent allegations of the YouTuber explored? So yeah, playing a little music in the background, make sure it's nice and quiet. Shout out to my boy, DJ Decado, VGM DJ, video game music, or I'll leave the link to his whole thing down below. Playing some PS2 classic DJ music remix stuff, remix tracks. So this is from Bruce Hearing from Deadline. I'm going to read this one first and I'll read the other one second. So truly jump into this thing head first. So it said, Mr.Beast, now that we got that out the way, hopefully any of my people are LGBTQIA or transgender and my subscribers or viewers are watching. I'm not throwing attack hit pieces. I'm saying I don't support Biden or Trump or Harris or freaking Pence either. Or JD Vance. Says Mr.Beast YouTuber co-host Ava Kris Tyson is quitting the popular YouTube channel after allegations surface of grooming a minor. Tyson was recently accused of sending inappropriate messages to the then 13-year-old when she was 20 years old. Wow. I would like to apologize for any of the other past. This is what they're saying. They, them, I guess if they want to go by that. I don't know. I hate the gender pronoun shit. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous to me. The nicest way I can say it. For any of my past behaviors or comments that hurt or offended anyone, Tyson said in the social media post, it was not my intent. More that he is saying, in my personal opinion, I know it's dead naming. A lot of people are going to get freaking up for this. This is still a man, bro. This is still a guy. I know some people are going to get upset. I swear to God, I don't believe hardcore Republican or any of that shit. And my beliefs, ideologies, and all this other stuff. Even though she says she's a woman, on the side of the face, she still looks like a dude. In the front, she looks like a woman. On the side, she's still a man. Sorry, I know a lot of people are gonna get angry and pissed off and upset about me for saying that, but if they still got their, you know what, genitals, their freaking, they still got their almonds and their nicer way of saying it, their pickles in between them freaking crotch. In my personal opinion, they're still a man. I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna lose subscribers for saying it, but I gotta say it, but I'm sorry. Unless they were like Blair White and they look a lot like a freaking woman, I'm just saying, let's move on. As I said, something to say that they say, I'm just gonna call them they instead. Seeing recent events, we mutually decided. I know a lot of things are transgender coming. One thing I'm probably going to be offensive the most. I'm sorry. Some people are going to leave my channel when I say this, but whatever. I know they get really, really passionate about not using their dead naming older self because they self-mutilate with themselves. In my personal opinion, I know it's messed up, but I just kind of how I see it. I swear I'm not trying to be bigoted or racist or sexist or transphobic. I'm just saying. I would like to apologize that I read that. Yeah. We've mutually decided it's best that I permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast social media related, my own family, and my mental health. This is the thing I don't like, man. They always say, step away, I gotta take a vacation and holiday. And it's for my mental health. My mental health this, mental health that. No. That's a spiritual, emotional thing that they're going through, in my opinion. I know I'm not a clinical therapist, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a freaking theatrics person or any of that shit. Or therapist or psychological person or any of that, because I'm just a regular person. I didn't get my degrees, a master's degree and PhD in psychology. I have no idea how that shit even works. I'm sorry, but that's just me giving a personal opinion. Let's move on. Because later, Tyson said, I want to add that I've never groomed anyone. The person who gets brought up in the accusations has vocally supported that they are false. I don't believe that shit, in my opinion. I think that's a bold-faced lie that they themselves. The accuser has been identified as handled Lava SG. Next, it goes by a name Lava. Lava, now 20, grown up. Ava said, Ava never did anything wrong. I just made a few edgy jokes. No, that is not no edgy, old school humor. I could tell you for a freaking fact. Somebody that grew up in the 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, early 2010s, when a lot of edgy, fucked up humor was still a thing. Stuff I grew up with: South Park, Family Guy, The Simpsons, American Dad. A lot of the Comedy Central shit, Adult Swim stuff, that was big back in the day. When it used to be super extra edgy, I don't give a crap humor, and used to use a crap ton of profanity, vulgarity, obscenities very, very badly. Somebody that grew up in that era, myself, I knew how that shit was. Somebody that grew up in the PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One era, when there was a lot of crazy ass edgy humor, like in Call of Duty Battlefield, like subreddit, 4chan, 8chan accounts, where people were screaming their heads off, like cursing, using the N word all the time, using the R word all the time. And people that used to do stuff about the KKK, and they were this and they were that, and they wanted to blow, you know what, N words heads off. Like Watermelon used a whole bunch of other nasty, extremely racist stereotype crap. I used to hear a bunch of my PS3, PS4 headphones. Someone that grew up in that area, even my college, community college days. I know how bad that shit got. Hell, I used to say one or two things like that too. Extremely edgy. You didn't even want to know the stuff when I was saying I was 15 to like 21, 22 years old. It was really, really bad. I wouldn't say anything racist, bigoted stuff, but it was mainly towards a lot of Caucasian white people. That and like maybe like a few Arab, Middle Eastern, few Asian people. Not to, and then a bunch to like, not Hispanic Latino, but mainly Latino dudes. But let's move on. I used to call a lot of girls real, real bad names too, like the S word and the whore word too, and the CUNT word, a whole bunch. That's the one I said the most. I know Australia and the UK, they're okay with the CUNT word, and the one that rhymes with the word runt. I can't say it, but you know what I mean. Well, let's move on. Yeah, they also had called up some of the post-color. Post-color says, I humbly apologize to anyone who was hurt with my unacceptable social media posts, past actions, and know that they may have feel betrayed in how I used to act on them. To lump some of these factors together to create a new narrative that my behavior extended beyond bad edgy jokes discussing did not happen, she went on. In the past years, I've learned that my old humor is not acceptable. I cannot change who I was, but I can continue to work on myself. Unquote. Tyson added, Kris Tyson. I don't act onto these accusations to impact hundreds of people who work with Mr. Beast, aka Jimmy Donaldson. in which way I have stepped away. Tyson has appeared alongside Mr.Beast since 2012. What? So that was the longest friend he had. Huh. That's no good. That's unfortunate. The YouTube channel, which has over 300 million subscribers, more than any other YouTube channel, even more than PewDiePie, that's well. I'll get to thoughts, views, and opinions in a minute, but I really want to talk about this other one. The sportskeeda. So it says, does Mr. Beast fake his own video allegations? I read that top part. I'm only going to read a little bit of this. But he had a friend named Chucky, and that's funny because I used to have one of my cousins. We used to call him in Puerto Rican Spanish, Carlitos. But we always called him Carlitos more than Chucky, but that was his real name in English. But this is funny. Alright, where did Chucky start talking? Oh, here it is. This is the main one I wanted to read. One of Mr. Beast's employees, Chucky, responded to the allegation Dogpat 404 with a detailed allegations on his, post on his X account, addressing some of the accusations. For instance, Dogpat 404 allegedly said that many of his participants in Mr. Beast videos are a circle of friends and family members. They should have said that because that's what it said there. Mr. Beast's crew members. This is what he said. This is one of his people, so he's telling the truth. In my opinion, I think he's real. Says I quickly wanted to debunk some of these informations on those videos that this guy made up on my team. It was my decision to fire him directly on their behavior. He worked on the company for less than a month and wasn't an employee for most of the videos he mentions he has knowledge on. There's so much of his video I want to specifically address, saying that you are fake and staged because this is not true, and that was set for many of these other videos. And then some other person posted this on Reddit, I guess, I don't know. You won't get into the video unless you're family or friends with somebody that you work with at the bus. And this is what he's saying, Chucky. This is why the wild statement hasn't been proven wrong. There's probably hundreds of thousands of other people who are not affiliated to friends and family of Mr. Beast's employees. Think of the 456 people in Squid Games who are ages 1 to 100, dang, etc. Jimmy Donaldson doesn't know like a dozen people, LOL. And also goes on to say, does Mr. Beast fake his videos? From both of the sides, the story is currently unclear and inconclusive whether Mr. Beast has indeed faked his videos on YouTube or broken any laws. Based on the evidence provided in YouTube, it appears that some of the aspects further have explanations. For Mr. Beast, however, other claims are based on speculation and word of mouth. Therefore, it is too early to conclude whether or not he has faked his videos. Right now, it is unclear Mr. Beast will address the situations. This isn't the first time he's been accused of faking his videos. Oh, this other chick again. In 2023, Rosanna Pasmio complained that she was edited out of a competition video. Oof. That's a real bad look on this dude. Jimmy Donaldson, thoughts, views, and opinions on him? I'm not saying this is the end of this dude's career. This dude has millions and almost billions of dollars. He could start his own company. He did the Mr. Beast burger like 2 years ago in 2021, 2022. About a year or 2.5 years ago, he made his own chocolate bar. Mr. Beast bar, Beastables, Mr. Beast burger. He did his merch, he did his clothing, he did his hats. This dude even had a deal, I think, with Amazon or Paramount. So this dude, he's sitting on a shit ton of cash. So I don't think it's going to be the end of his career. Maybe for YouTube. Unfortunately for his YouTube channel and his YouTube buddies, that's probably the end of his YouTube and Twitch career. That shit's probably going to destroy him badly. But as far as mainstream media goes, he's probably good on it. Even though I saw this news leak on ABC saying that he might be screwed a little bit. I don't know if Amazon or Paramount Plus are going to go back on that deal of giving this guy a $1 billion deal, endorsement deal and stuff. I'll make it more crazy channels. He just did one here. I heard 2 days ago. He did I think at the Luxor, Mandalay Bay, or he did it at I forgot which hotel, MGM Grand, I think he did it, or at the Spear. He did a challenge freaking competition somewhere here in a strip in Vegas. I was like, what? Not that far away from my job? Are you kidding me, bro? Mr. Beast is here doing that? I'm surprised he didn't choose Los Angeles or New York City. He chose here in the desert, out of all places, to do that. And again, this is a very huge touristy city town. I see this shit every single day when I'm going to work as a porter. One of the hotel casinos where the Tropicana used to be at. It starts with a W. It's not Weiner Hotel. It's not Steve Wynn Hotel. Anyways, like I say, for now, I'm out of here. The dude's freaking cooked. The other guy, Kris Tyson, they need to be thrown in a prison cell. They need to burn and rot in hell for the first, and if they did all this shit allegedly. Peace out. I'm gone. Lights, goodbye.